Welcome to Kaiseki Anime, where we air new episodes every other week. Kaiseki covers currently airing anime, older series seen recently, and other relevant topics for the season. I'm your host Marina of the blog Anime B&B, and with me is my co-host Draggle of the cleverly titled Draggle's Anime blog.
This week, we'll discuss the beginning of the fall 2024 anime season.
So I do want to make something clear for our listeners, is that we're actually going to be doing something a little bit different this time with our discussion of the fall season. Usually in the past, we've always tried to watch everything, one episode of everything, even knowing that it's going to probably be terrible, even knowing that I'm going to hate it, just so that we can talk about it. But we don't really have, I feel like the past several weeks, months, we've not had much time, right?
The season's already a third over, if you didn't notice.
Well, not just that. I feel like we really haven't had much time. And a lot of times we're not even that interested in so much of the things that we do talk about. So, yeah. And we're already this deep into the season since we were running late with the summer review. And then it just cascaded from there. So what we're doing this time is that we're just going to talk about the ones that do have our interest, the ones that we are still watching half a season in now.
Which is actually very few this season, which I'm grateful to.
This is still a decent list.
For me, it's way fewer.
Yeah, well, me too, because even though I have some of these on my list, I'm not sure I'm going to finish them, but we'll get to them when we get to them.
Okay. Should we start with sequels first?
Yeah, I think it would be good to talk about the shows that we already have some history with, that people might be familiar with, and we're watching them maybe because they're sequels and we're invested, or because we're actually excited.
Or because we hate ourselves.
Or because we hate ourselves.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case for this first one, which I think is probably just me, right?
Yep, just you.
Okay, so the first one on this list of sequels is Blue Exorcist Beyond the Snow Saga. So this is another sequel to the Blue Exorcist franchise, of which I've been a fan since the very beginning. I don't even know what we're in now, the fourth season or something. But because they take such long breaks between seasons, it feels like we're further along than we are. I think you watched the first season, right?
I watched the first season. I might have watched the second season, but then I feel like there was a really long break, 10 years or something.
Yes, there was.
Okay.
Yes. So the break between the most recent seasons has been a lot shorter. So my memory is a little better, but still pretty, I lost a lot in that decade of nothingness.
I just remember I liked the purple-haired girl.
Purple-haired girl is still here.
Okay.
Purple-haired girl was the focus of the previous season. So we're shifting off of her, I think, for this season. But I've actually only watched a couple of episodes of this newer season, which looks like it's going to be focusing more on the knights themselves, the supposed good guys, and, that they have a darker side to them. And I think we're going to be focusing also more on Yukio because, Yukio is Rin's brother.
Okay, yeah, I remember him.
So I do want to know more about him, what are his inner demons and, what are the things that he's hung up on? Because we've always known that he's had issues, that he kind of hides behind his face, happy face. But those are going to hopefully be pulled out in this season.
Cool.
I haven't gotten that far.
You got further than me.
I'm also going to assume that this next one is only me.
Of course.
Blue Lock, Season 2, second season of the wonderful soccer show.
Soccer.
I am fully invested in this because I love these characters. I love the premise. It's very cutthroat. They're all here to create the best striker because Japan's always been sort of behind in the soccer game. And so, yeah. And I have a lot of fun with this because of the style and just how bombastic and crazy all the different personalities are. There have been some complaints about the animation this season, which I don't disagree with, but it's not enough to make me not watch this. I still really enjoy these characters and, am wanting to see what's going to happen in the second season.
Yeah, from just the first episode of this, it looked pretty good if you're into sports.
For the first season, it did, animation-wise. The second season, yeah.
Well, next one is all me. Demon Lord Retry R. At least I assume it's all me.
Yes.
This is exactly what it sounds like. The Demon Lord was reincarnated. It's been a while since the first season, and I actually only watched the first episode, but I remember vaguely enjoying this one. So I'll watch it again, but not much else to say.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that you only watched one episode because you were so in love with the show that you were going to fucking binge it at the end of the season.
No, I actually just forgot.
Okay, I can relate with you. We'll get there, but yeah, I totally understand.
Yeah. Anyway, the next one is also, I assume, just me. As a reincarnated aristocrat, I'll use my appraisal skill to rise in the world. Season 2. And this is kind of like a cutesy, brain dead fluff show.
Mm-hmm.
It's about this little boy who has an appraisal skill, so he can hire the best people and do a good job. So it's brain dead fluff, but it's very relaxing to watch. Next one, probably we're both watching, I think. Is it Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon 5?
And I do want to point out this is the one that where I related with you earlier. I forgot about this until like I saw. I was like, oh yeah, I was gonna watch this. I just haven't watched it yet. So I do mean to watch this. Have you watched any episodes?
This one I'm actually all caught up on.
You are? Okay, so
yeah.
Am I right to keep this on my to-watch list?
I think so, yeah. I think it's off to a good start.
I loved the previous season. I thought they did such a good job with the previous one.
The previous season was great, and this one, like, the plot keeps moving. There's some surprising twists.
Okay.
It's slightly stupid in the Dan Machi way, but
it's always been
and
that
entertainingly
way.
So, yeah.
Well, that's really awesome news because I wasn't sure. I was hoping it would keep up the momentum from the previous season.
Yeah, so far it is. I don't know. Maybe this will be the last season, too. It seems like it's...
Oh, really?
Maybe approaching some sort of end.
That would be nice because I do like it when they finally find some closure, tie off the loose ends.
Maybe not, though. Who knows? It could go on forever.
We'll see. The next one, I'm sure, is all me.
Yeah.
Love Live Superstar Season 3. I like the Superstar girls. I don't love all of the Love Live spinoffs, but this is one of them because I am such a big fan of Kennen and Cuckoo. And this is taking place after where Kennen was supposedly supposed to like go off and study abroad. But due to a twist of events, she is forced to stay. And along with Margaret, and the two of them actually end up forming a rival idol group against her own schools. So now the school has two idol groups, which is kind of self-inflicting. Yeah, it's they're hurting themselves, but are they hurting themselves? Because then they're also going to like improve through competition.
Sure they are.
From the same school.
They are.
So I've actually only seen like a couple episodes of this, but I am definitely going to catch up on this because I do like the girls, and I am curious how well this is actually going to work out for them. It really just seems like they're just hurting themselves, but that could be entertaining too.
Was this the one where like their school is near the beach, or was that a different one?
That's a different one, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I don't even remember which one is Superstar.
I think that's Sunshine. I don't remember,
Sunshine.
Matt.
Okay. I need to look up which one this is.
This was the one with the girl from China, Cuckoo, right? And she's
okay. Yes. I remember the girl from China.
She's like the main reason why I loved the first season. But
yeah.
She's not as much the focus right now in the second season, but she's great.
She's the Nico equivalent.
Yes. I'm also certain this next one is on me because it is about car racing. Yeah. MF Ghost Season 2. This is a must on my list, not just because of my husband, who is a huge fan of this entire franchise, but also because I've become one pretty invested as well. Picking off where we stopped last time, and they're still racing, still the next generation of Initial D, and we're here for it.
Was this the one with the camera guy?
The camera? No, that was Overtake.
Okay.
MF Ghost is a successor to the huge Initial D franchise, which was like
I see
from like I don't know a long time ago, and this is like with modern cars.
Okay. Huh. Cool. Next one is also all you. Although
What? Wait, you don't like Natsume Yujin-cho?
I do like it, but I actually like I haven't got. I don't think I've even watched season 4 yet. I think I stopped at season 3.
Well, for good reason, because it's been such a long time. This is Natsume Yujin-cho, Book of Friends, season 7, and this was a season I didn't think we were gonna get. Like I thought we were done. I was happy at the end of season 6 because. Like, I love this franchise. I could always watch more of it, obviously, because I'm still watching more of it now. But it was at that point to where I thought that they had, done a fair amount of wrapping up of things, closure. I was happy with where we were. And so I was a little scared about season 7, but I shouldn't have been because, I've only watched a few episodes as of now, so I am not caught up. But it seems to have captured that same spirit that I've always loved. And so, yeah, I'm really happy to be back here again. I'm going to have to purchase these, I guess, Blu-rays now again because I have like all of the previous ones. They're gorgeous. And I still think it's gorgeous. So, yeah.
I thought we were going to be done after like season 2.
No, my goodness. Like, if you just keep watching Dragon, if you catch up, you'll see like how far they go, how much more character development we get. Okay. And we learn more about like his grandma, right? The creator of the Book of Friends. And yeah, you are nowhere near fleshing out this world yet at season 4.
I should go back and watch some more because I do quite like the parts I did watch.
And like every season stays true to that spirit, so I can't recommend it enough.
Cool. Next is ReZero, Starting Life in Another World, Season 3, which we're both watching, but I actually didn't even watch the first episode yet.
That's okay, because here's another one I almost forgot about, and I was kind of like dragging my feet on it. I'm just tired of ReZero.
I can't I'm like torn between I'm saving the best for last, and I also don't care anymore.
Yeah, I understand because I was like so confused and so mixed up from the previous season. I don't know.
Yeah, I really liked the first season, and then second season,
yes,
it's like, what is happening?
Yeah,
so confusing.
I think the previous season was, I have no idea where we went. It was entertaining. It was terrible. It was confusing. And I don't know how to feel now that I'm into the third season. Also, there's a bunch of characters who I don't remember, which is terrible.
Yeah, they spent like the whole last season like just with Amelia. Is that her name? The white hair girl?
Yes.
Who's like the most boring one of them all.
Right? Like, I don't care about her.
Yeah.
I didn't care about her like way back in the first season, but whatever.
Yeah. It's like, dude, you can do better. Anyway.
But it's somehow we're still here. We're still here in the third season, even though he can do better.
Yeah, it is a bit refreshing though. Usually in anime, you're always like, this girl can do better, but here you're like, the guy can do better. So
yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know what kind of torture they're gonna put us through this season, but I guess I'm here for it.
Next one's all you.
I watched one episode so far of this second season of Kamonohashi's Forbidden Deductions. This is on here as an obligation just because I was kind of a fan, I guess. Well, I liked the first season. They definitely didn't solve like the overarching mystery of the main character's like trauma. So I'm assuming that's where the second season is going to go further into, especially now that we've sort of unmasked his like supervillain group that's opposing him. And yeah, I want to know more about that. I just haven't really been in the mood yet to really delve into this second season.
Mm-hmm. You should just drop it.
Well, I want to know, Drag. Like, I do want to know. Like, I've always been a fan of like the Sherlock Moriarty like rivalry, which is basically what this is.
You should watch Milky Holmes instead.
Well, maybe. But right now, I will watch Run Kamonohashi.
Don't you want to know what happens in Milky Holmes?
No, I'm not really interested. But maybe like on a huge break, where I have like a trip where I need to catch up on anime or something.
Okay. Next is Shangri-La Frontier, Season 2. I just watched the first episode of this an hour ago. It's like before. It's I don't know why I like this show because it like on
is that good?
On
it's
paper,
not what you would usually watch.
It's not what I would usually watch at all, and like I would hate these long battles and complain about them, but they're actually very fun.
I think they're so much fun. I'm so happy you're actually watching this because I didn't think you would.
And I hate those stupid rabbits. But,
what? No, Drago, come on. The rabbits are so cute and funny.
Yeah, I know. They've kind of grown on me a little bit, even though they're really annoying still.
I like his teammates. They crack me the fuck up.
Yeah, at the end of the first episode, what's her name? Pencil Gun, I think.
Yeah,
she shows up like looking.
She's pissed.
Yeah, and she's like, he didn't answer my email. I'm gonna fucking murder this bitch.
And then like his professional gamer friend also like, how dare you leave us behind?
Exactly. Yeah, I love
These are
them.
your bros, man. You can't leave them behind.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one.
I am too. I do like that they've sort of transformed this gamer world permanently, right? So that now there are like more mysteries to unlock, and how there's more people around the table now, literally, because we had that. Was that in the first episode where he was forced to like talk to some of the other people? Other gamers?
Maybe. I forget.
From like leaders from other guilds or whatever.
It might not have been. I don't recall that part.
I know you love those episodes where they sit around a table and talk, but it's not bad. It's
Yeah,
entertaining actually.
It's definitely not going to get to slime levels. And I like his the stalker girl. I forget her name.
Oh my gosh, she's always funny, and like how she portrays that within her character's design is hilarious too.
Yeah, looking forward to this.
I am also looking forward to the next one, Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale Online 2. Are you watching this?
I am watching it. How would I ever not watch anything Sword Art Online?
I don't know. I didn't know how you felt about Gun Gale Online. I wasn't sure if you were a fan.
I like it better than normal Sword Art Online.
I do too. It's actually my preferred.
Much, but
I have a lot of fun with this. I like it like a lot, actually. Yeah. I could watch this totally without any of the Sword Art Online stuff.
You know, the character I like in this, I just realized she's very similar to Pencil Gon.
Pitahoy?
Maybe. The like
she's
sniper.
The dark-haired one on his team?
Yeah. The one who
she's also one of my favorites.
Who betrayed him and was very happy that she got to betray him. Yeah.
The one who betrayed him.
Are you caught up on this one?
I am. I'm not sure if you're talking... Oh, you're talking about the sniper chick, I think.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah. Wait, not... Which one are we talking about? Pitahoy is the one who they were on the same team together. Hoy. And then she ends up having to betray them because she got chosen, right?
Yes, that's the one I like.
Who else did she betray? When you say him, who are you talking about?
Oh, her. Her team.
Not by choice. She was forced to, right?
Yeah, but she enjoyed it nevertheless.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were talking about the other woman who's very similar to her, Clarence. You know, the one who like died in that shootout with Shirley, the two girls in the train yard.
Oh, I vaguely remember this.
Remember, like, they were running around pretending to be, like, teammates with the other guys, and then the second they would turn their back, they would shoot them in the back, and they were, like, cackling. I was like, holy shit. And then they kill each other. You don't remember that?
No, I forgot this part.
Clarence is the girl she's got, like, short hair, and she, like, favors handguns, and Shirley is the one who, like, invested everything into, like, her sniping agility skills.
Oh, okay.
And so she was, like, way high up, shooting everybody. Huh. Anyways, they're dead now. They like obviously lost in the train yard. And now we have like this whole new arc with the cruise ship, which I'm super excited about.
Yeah. So looking forward to this.
Yes.
We have one more remake, Ranma 1/2. I watched the first episode and it was quite good, but I don't think I'm going to finish it.
Did you watch the original Ranma?
You know, I watched like maybe 10 episodes of it. And that's it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I've always known about it because, I mean, I feel like once you get into anime, it's kind of like, how can you not know about it? Because it's a classic, beloved. But I had never actually watched the original myself. So this is my introduction to the franchise.
Okay. And do you like it?
I definitely feel like that old school style from it with the humor, the art design, obviously, the tropes about it that's like written into it. Like, all of it's fairly familiar, and I'm like, oh, yeah, like, these are classics. And I thought I would dislike it, but I'm actually kind of having fun with it, even though it does have, like, a lot of sexist stuff that I feel like they try to avoid more, like, nowadays in a lot of romance shows, or even just, like, shonen shows.
Yeah.
But then it's, like, hard, because it's like, is it really sexist? Because it's also, I feel like it was progressive in its time, because he's both a boy and a girl. And then, like, her feelings about him when she only knows him as a girl, and then her feelings about him when she finds out he's a boy, and, like, how that changes over time. So I feel like it's, like, this weird straddling of thoughts here. And I am really interested in it to see, like, where this is gonna end. And, like, I want to know, like, why this is such a beloved show, because I am having fun with it yet, but I'm not quite sure, like, why people loved it so much.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I imagine it was quite. It felt a bit more unique when it first came out, right?
I mean, I still think it's pretty unique, right? Like the premise of it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Although there have been a lot of shows with similar premises since then.
Probably influenced by this as well.
Oh, yeah, certainly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I hope you enjoy it.
I hope I do too. I think it's going to be, well, I don't know how many episodes it's going to be. I'm assuming it'll be like 2 core, but we'll see.
I think the original was a lot more than that, but
Oh, really?
I think so, but I'm not entirely sure. Cool.
Oh my God, the original was 143 episodes.
Sounds about right, yeah.
All right, well, we'll see. It's time to move on to the new shows this season.
Yay! First one is 365 Days to the Wedding. I think this is just me. I like the manga for this. It's quite cute. It's about 2 people that work in the travel agency, and they're being forced to move to Anchorage, Alaska.
That cracked me up.
Yeah, the worst place in the world to live.
Hey!
But they're exempt from moving if they're married. So they decide to pretend to get married, but then they do things together, and then they decide to get married for real. I think it's pretty cute. And then a lot of the time is they deal with their friends and family and stuff. Not the most exciting show, but I like it.
Mm-hmm. I think that's why I wasn't sure, because I did watch the first episode or two, and I thought it was kind of interesting. I thought they were kind of weird, but, interesting in their different ways. How,
yeah,
he's like super forgettable, and she doesn't even remember his face. That whole scene of her like walking around not remembering what he looked like was hilarious. But
yeah, I like how
I might still watch it.
They're both weird. It's not just one of them is weird. So
yeah, the both of them.
Yeah, cool. The next one is Acro Trip. This is the one where this girl accidentally becomes a villain because she loves the magical girl so much. And then she becomes friends with the other villain who lives in her under her floorboards. I've enjoyed this. It's kind of like a goofy, weird show. I like the art style. Yeah. Did you watch this?
I tried to, because you recommended it to me, but I couldn't get into that first episode.
Yeah.
Maybe I needed more time with it. I just felt a little bit crunched for time, so I didn't give it the 3 episodes that maybe could have convinced me.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that. It's not like my favorite show ever or anything either, but I'll keep watching it.
You can let me know by the end of the season if you think it's something I'd actually like, because I wasn't sure.
I think if you didn't like the first episode, you probably won't like the rest either. It's pretty similar.
Okay. Well, this next one on here, Blue Box, I'm pretty sure is probably me, unless you're going to prove me wrong, because you could possibly like it. I thought you liked romance.
I think I didn't even watch this because I mixed it up with Blue Lock.
Yeah, that's a common thing. I've seen conversations where people were like, wait, are we talking about Blue Box or are we talking about Blue Lock?
What is Blue Box?
Blue Box is like a high school romance, sort of star-crossed lovers kind of romance, because he does badminton, she does basketball, and she's kind of like...
irreconcilable differences.
Yeah, well, no, not really. They're just sort of separate worlds and very different personalities, and then they kind of feel like they can't be together. I don't know. I've only seen the first episode, really. So I like the setting, but I was wondering if the sports thing, even though that's not the focus really. I mean, yeah, she's really into basketball, but it's more about the romance and the angst. So I thought you might
Is there
be
lots
interested.
of angst?
I have no idea. That's what the impression I got from the first episode.
Okay. I don't know. I was so turned off by my last high school romance.
Yeah.
What was that
Wait,
called?
which one was your last high school romance?
The one with that really creepy guy who didn't want her to have friends and stuff.
Oh, yeah, from the previous season or 2 ago. Yeah.
Yeah. But this one seems better.
I think it's definitely a totally different tone from that one. These are healthier individuals, from what I can tell.
I'll watch the first episode.
Okay. I think he might not have noticed this, not just because of the title, but it's also, I think, on Netflix, so it's a little harder to find.
Oh, I see. Well, cool. Now everyone knows.
Now, I'm sure everyone knows about Dun Da Dun.
Of course. I I'm a big fan of the manga, so I was eagerly anticipating this one. And it's good, very well animated.
I am actually in agreement with you. You thought I wouldn't like this after the first episode, but I do.
Yeah, I didn't think you would like it because the girl is like in her underwear most of the episode.
Dude, it's not by her choice, okay? Like,
isn't that
she was
even
forced
worse?
into this situation. Well, yeah, but I mean, but it was like, it wasn't, I feel like it wasn't like lewd or anything in that way. I mean, that could also be worse if you think about it. How do I explain this? You have two different people from seemingly two incompatible, what do you call it? Like
personalities.
Supernatural, not just personalities also, but like their whole supernatural beliefs.
Right.
How she's like about the occult towards like ghost spirits, Japanese like spirits.
Mm-hmm.
And the kid, the boy, he's more into like aliens, right?
Yeah.
And like they both think the other one's full of shit. And so they both like dare each other to go to these hot spots. And then they both get cursed. Well, does she get cursed? No, he gets cursed, and she like unlocks her powers through the terrifying situation she was put in that made her, naked, like you said.
Well, he got cursed, and then she got kidnapped by aliens too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like she wasn't really cursed, but she did get her powers released through all the stress and like horrifying things that she went through with these aliens.
But I mean, they both realized that the other person was right.
Yes, they were both right. And they were both wrong and they were both right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I love the grandma. Grandma's badass. I love her.
I actually only watched the first episode.
Oh.
So, this one I'm saving the best for last.
Yeah, I was like, maybe this would be one that you would want to save to marathon because it's so easy to just push through to the next episode. It just keeps going.
Exactly.
Definitely, probably one of the most popular ones this season for good reason.
Yeah, this is definitely my top show of the season.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
All right, next one's all you.
Demon Lord 2099. This one, the Demon Lord, he like reawakens in the future when they've developed technology and he's become weak. And he currently became a YouTube Dark Souls streamer.
What? Okay, yeah.
And he's gaining followers and increasing his power.
Oh, wow.
And it's just like a very silly show.
Wait, maybe I should watch this. This sounds hilarious.
Yeah, actually, you might like this one, actually.
Yeah, I really like what you've described so far. I just like haven't gotten around to this one.
Yeah, it can be a bit slow, but for the most part, I've enjoyed it.
Okay, all right.
The next one might be all me too. The Do-Over Damsel Conquers the Dragon Emperor. I think this is actually my second favorite show this season.
Really?
Yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's like remember Tear Moon Empire?
No, I didn't watch that.
Oh, okay. Well, that one's good too.
Sorry.
But this one, this girl, she in her first life, she was like betrayed by her fiancé and put in prison and stuff. And then she reincarnates and she runs away from her fiancé, who she realizes is a piece of shit. And she proposes by accident to his rival, the Dragon Emperor, who was like she thought was the bad guy. And then she goes to his empire and goes on adventures. But it's funny because she's like this little girl, but she can like
she looks like a little girl.
She can like throw boats with her bare hands and stuff.
But this is so weird because she looks like a lolly, and you're saying that she's now engaged to this older looking dude. He looks like he's 20 years older than her.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's like 15 or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she's like what?
She's like 12.
Oh my god, this is creepy. I'm sorry. It looks cute, it looks wholesome, but when you like frame it like that, it sounds so bad.
She's also a bit worried because she thinks he's a lolicon.
Well, yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, I don't know. I enjoy it.
I mean, I lied. I looked down and I see that I did watch Tear Moon Empire, and I can totally see now why you made that comparison.
Yeah, so it's just a very fun show, I think.
All right, I might try it.
Yeah. I don't know if you like it, but I do.
Well, I really liked Tear Moon Empire, and I really liked Seventh Time Loop, which also
Wait,
sounds
you really like Tear
similar
Moon
to this.
Empire and you forgot you watched it?
Yeah, like when I glanced, I just forgot the title, man. Okay, I totally blipped the title.
Okay.
But it also reminds me of that Seventh Time Loop. Do you remember the girl who also like?
Yeah, I didn't watch that one, but I
jumped through. This reminds me of that, based on your like discussion about her like denying the one fiance and then picking up like the rival leader.
Yeah, that's true. I think this one's more lighthearted though.
That's good. I mean, I really liked that other one when it was lighthearted, so I might like this one.
Yeah, this one is really not much about their romance. Like that hasn't.
I mean, I better not be because of like how young they are and how creepy they look together in that way.
Okay, but actually, since she lived twice, she's probably like 30. So actually,
you can't do that.
Actually, she's a Shotokan.
Holy shit! I mean, oh yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right. Because he's like 15. You said, right?
Exactly.
Oh no.
So it's like doubly wrong.
Doubly wrong. Doubly irresistible.
Yeah.
All right, this next one is all you too, Draggle.
Oh, sorry, I'm watching too many shows. Let this grieving soul retire. Yeah, this one I don't think you like. Well, I don't know. This one's kind of funny too. Oh, it starts out like a lot of the isekai where it seems like it's going to be the guy gets kicked out of his party and then he goes on to get revenge type of story. But instead what happens is the guy's like, I'm too weak for this party, I'm going to quit. And then all his friends, they like won't let him and they force him to stay in and they promote him to the leader. So it's like a very wholesome show.
Or they're like lifting him up?
Exactly, yeah.
I like that.
But then that's just kind of the backstory. Now he's like the leader of the strongest party. And he sends like all these newbies in the guild on different missions. And they're all very impressed with him when really he doesn't know what he's doing. And all his impressive things like just happen by coincidence. But everyone thinks he's a super genius. So it's okay. I've enjoyed it, but it's not the best show ever.
Okay.
I think next one is me too.
Yes.
Mecha Ude, Mechanical Arms.
I was curious about this, so sell it to me.
It looks really good.
It does. I mean, just looking at it, I thought it looked good. That's why I was curious.
Yeah, it has some really good like fight scenes, great animation.
Oh, your favorite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, it's not my favorite show, but it looks so good that I'm sticking with it.
Oh.
Also, I kind of like the relationship between the main two characters. The boy like has no idea what he's gotten into, and the girl is like has anger management problems. So she'll just like beat someone up randomly and stuff like that.
Sounds logical.
Yes, and everyone thinks they're an item, but they're definitely not. Yeah, so it's kind of like a goofy show, and I have mixed feelings about the actual plot, but it looks damn good.
Let me ask you, how is their implementation of these mecha arms? I mean, it's in the title, so it's got to be featured quite a lot, right?
Yeah, the arm like, kind of like goes around with him sitting on his shoulder. I think he still has a normal arm, but am I even remembering this right? I'd have to go back and look. I think it's basically whatever looks coolest at the moment is what happens.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not about the technical details.
But it's in the title, Draggle.
I guess it is, yeah. Okay, the next one is actually another one I'm very excited for, but I only watched the first episode.
Are we talking about Negative Positive Angler?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I, for some reason, thought you wouldn't like this because of the fishing angle.
Wasn't that like the first one I recommended you to watch?
It was, but that's because I thought you thought that I would like it.
I did think you would
Not
like
because
it.
you liked it.
I thought you would like it because I liked it.
Well, okay, it sounds like we both like it.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I hope it's not too much about fishing, though, is it?
I've only seen one episode, so I mean, how many have you seen?
I've also only seen one episode, but the one episode was very good.
There was a lot of fishing, though.
There was, but there was also like he's meeting these new people. He's running away from these debt collectors. It wasn't just the fishing.
I'm pretty sure the fishing is going to take a backseat the further along we get into this.
I hope so.
So it is promising. It looks great. Like, I think it has a really pretty art style, and I like the character designs.
Yeah, it reminded me of Saritama.
I could see that.
Yeah. And
like, but the girl's hair, man, her hair is hilarious. It's like a balloon. But yeah, I think this looks very promising, and then I'm looking forward to binging it later.
Yes, me too. Although maybe I should start earlier.
Same. This next one you convinced me also to watch. I'm still undecided. The stories of girls who
me
couldn't be
too.
magicians. I'm undecided because it's just, I don't know if it's really going to hold my interest, but I think it's damn cute. It looks so cute.
Yeah, it looks so good. It has such a cool art style.
It does. And like the magical school thing is really adorable, right? Like,
Yeah, it's kind of like Little Witch Academia a little bit.
yes, but I'm also like on the fence because it also reminds me a little bit of like those card game anime
Card game anime.
where they battle it out through their magical cards or some shit like that. Like, because they,
No, I don't think it's...
you know, because like the magical students all have those like little booklets, right? That she has one of too.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, but it's definitely
And that's
not...
how they use their magic.
It's not like a battling anime.
I hope not.
Oh, it's definitely not. I watched like 5 episodes of it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. It sounds like from what I got, because I only saw the first episode, is that their teacher is going to kind of go against expectations and teach them magic, even though they're not magic students.
Yeah, I think that's... It still hasn't quite happened yet, but that seems to be the plan.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're halfway through the season already. How has she not done it yet?
Yeah, it's been like a little episodic so far. Like they'll go on some adventure with a few of them, or they formed a club recently, or joined a club. My main concern is like I'm not sure there's much depth to it. Like it's kind of a light and fluffy thing so far.
Which concerns me because it's only going to be 12 episodes. At least that's what it's noted as.
Yeah.
So like, if we're already halfway through and there's only 12 episodes, where are they taking us?
Yeah, I'm not sure they have much of a plan for that, but could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, could be worth it for how cute it is, maybe.
Exactly. It does look good. I've become so shallow now.
No, I think in the face of what we're like going through right now, sometimes we just need shallow, okay? We just need like
That's true.
something sweet and shallow.
Sweet and shallow and soothing and beautiful.
Yeah, I just need this love in my life, right? Some soothing peace
Exactly.
somewhere.
Yes.
Which we're not going to get in this next one, which I don't know if you're watching. Yakuza Fiancé.
Yes.
Are you watching this?
I am watching it.
You are?
Yeah.
You are? Okay. All right.
I've
What do you
read the
think?
manga too. Oh, it's really good so far. Yeah.
I didn't think you would be into this for some reason.
It's normally not my thing, but it's just like yeah, it's like the dating the like really shitty boyfriend. I was just complaining about this with that other show.
You were.
Yeah, but this one is more entertaining at least. And like,
why is this one okay and the other one's not?
Because this one they definitely realize what a piece of shit this guy is, right? Mm-hmm. The other one, I don't think they quite got that. Well, I don't know. Probably
There's more clarity here, I think, and both parties are more aware.
Yes,
right?
both.
Not just both parties, like everyone's aware.
Everyone's aware that everyone is a piece of shit in this anime, and that's what makes it good.
But like, she's gonna be able to fix him, I think.
Oh, she's not gonna be able to fix him.
She's totally gonna. Well, she's gonna be like his one place of peace. I think eventually. I think
he's gonna find peace when she crushes his face in. Yeah. Basically,
I think that's when he'll fall in love with her. She's gonna crush him, and he's gonna just fall in love with her.
I think that already happened, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I am caught up, but he hasn't like said it or realized it, right? Like he's fascinated with her, but he doesn't know why yet.
Oh, I see.
Or he doesn't know like the depth of it yet. Mm-hmm. And she's not fallen for him, at least not that she knows and not that we can tell, because she doesn't seem to really care. And like, you know, apathy is not a good sign for her falling in love with him. So I don't know when she'll start to reciprocate it, but I feel like she will by the end.
We'll see.
We'll see. I want it to happen. I'm such a big fan of like dark romances, so I want them to work out.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
I love them too, but I love them not to work out.
All right. This brings us to our very last entry, which I still haven't caught up on since the start of the season. 2.5 Dimensional Seduction. Yeah, are you all caught up on this?
I'm all caught up, yeah. You missed them. They went to like the cosplay convention and they met some more rivals and friends.
So are you saying that you are in a good place with this right now?
Yeah, I'm still enjoying it. It's a very lighthearted, wholesome show.
I could use that. I could just binge that right now. We're going to end this and I'm just going to go watch it all.
Do it, yeah.
Tune in again to Kaiseki Anime Podcast 2 weeks from now. Please feel free to send us questions or comments on Twitter with hashtag Kaiseki Anime Podcast or on our individual accounts at Dragon_Kun and at MarinaBnB.
Listen to and review us on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts so we can continue to grow and improve. Thanks for listening. See you next time.